And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Indianapolis facing Seattle. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indianapolis, we've got Williams. Roy Hibbert is out there with LaRusso. Then it's Paul George. And it's Korver in the two spot. Fast break. Here comes Indianapolis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Indianapolis shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And Indianapolis calls their first time out of the game.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
And he's good on the second. Here's Abdul Rauf. Outside Anthony. Leonard with this screen on LaRusso. Pass to Ibaka. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he has to be frustrated by how his offense is flowing. And I can't blame him. They're getting good looks out there, but the shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. So this timeout might be a way to combat that.
Outside, George. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. George with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Seattle grabs the miss. Passes it to Abdul Rauf. Rebound by Williams.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now here's Bradley. Abdul Rauf kicks to Ibaka. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Seattle.
And that one misses. And Seattle making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here is Williams. To the inside. Pass to LaRusso. George dishes to Williams. Here's Hibbert. Shot is no good. Ibaka with some nice D. And here's Seattle. Leonard with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. Now Williams. Hibbert, the pass to George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he's off to a good start. And he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day. Ibaka
with the screen on George. Abdul Rauf Kicks to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Iguodala. The three-pointer, no good. And stolen by Hibbert. And here we go.
How about that basketball, man? Wow. That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Gobert, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here comes Abdul-Rauf. To the inside. It's tipped. And stolen by Hibbert. And here's Korver from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Indianapolis.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
The pass to LaRusso. He dishes it to Korver. A runner. And there's another one for Indianapolis.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Seattle trails by 5. Abdul-Rauf against George. Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Leonard. It's blocked. One-on-one here. Feeds it to George. It's stolen by Anthony. Iguodala dishes to Leonard. Abdul-Rauf. The shot will not go. Now Indianapolis takes it the other way. Outside Williams. There's the triple. Seattle grabs the miss. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And here's Korver from the arc. And he gets it to go. Korver's got 9.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Here's George. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Indianapolis's performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
Indianapolis leading by 6. Anthony is out there with West. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Abdul-Rauf. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Seattle starting the second. That's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And Ray McCallum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Seattle. Here's West. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Here's McCallum. Dishes it to Miles. He kicks to Fareed. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For Indianapolis, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And so he makes both from the line. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. West setting the pick for Anthony. West outside. And Gobert kicks it to West. That shot wide open.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gobert. Leonard comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Avery Bradley in for Andre Iguodala.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
McMillan kicks to McCallum. Pass to McMillan. It's good from the top of the key. McMillan's got the lead up to 8 now for Indianapolis. West setting the pick for Williams. Stolen by Fareed. Pushing it up. Jumps up. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
West with the ball. Now guarded by Fareed. Leonard, no luck.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Seattle calls timeout. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Abdul-Rauf. Here's Ibaka. And the basket good. Ibaka's got 5 now.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energized.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
So Indianapolis ends up going with a new group. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Abdul-Rauf.
Indiana foul call.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Seattle shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Both free throws good from Abdul-Rauf.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Kicks to George. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Here's Ibaka. Bradley, no one around him. Green for 2 points. And 1:01 left in the first half. It's stolen by Bradley. Picked him clean. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Hibbert. Moves back up. Russo, the pass to Hibbert. Williams with a clean look. His three-pointers off the mark. Seattle trails by 10. Abdul Rauf. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Williams kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Hibbert with a screen on Leonard. LaRusso. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Abdul Rauf. Can't get it to go. The clock runs. And now the third quarter about to get going. Indianapolis leading by 10. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Roy Hibbert is out there with LaRusso. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Williams at the 1. And pushing it up, Seattle. Bradley's got the ball.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Here's Bradley. Paul George making his last shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now the dish to Hibbert. Passes to LaRusso. Ibaka with some nice D.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Hibbert trying to free himself up. There's the bucket. Good. And Indianapolis leads by 10.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Carmelo. Ibaka. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indianapolis. Ibaka hits both of them. Indianapolis leading by 8. Here's Hibbert. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Strong move there to go in for the dunk.
That's a smart foul there to prevent him from the finish.
And Hibbert hits them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Abdul Rauf. Feeds it to Ibaka. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Ibaka's got 9 points. Hibbert dishes to Williams. He feeds it to Miles. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Abdul Rauf Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. He's got 6.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
You know, one reason they're on top right now is that they haven't done a whole lot of what just happened there. Only a couple times have they given the ball away.
And Seattle making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. So Indianapolis going with an almost entirely new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hibbert. Fareed comes in for LaRusso. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's McCallum in for Williams. Here's McCallum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Fareed, top of the key.
Seattle needs to do a better job guarding against Fareed.
He has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
And so he hits both.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Shot off the pick. And with that shot, the Indianapolis lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Serge Ibaka.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
The shot's good from Ellington. Seattle calls timeout.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Some changes for Seattle. Gobert, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Mo Williams subbed in for Abdul Rauf. Now here's Iguodala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ellington kicks to McCallum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's an 11-point Indianapolis lead. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Fareed with the block. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Indianapolis making a switch here. McMillan's checked in. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Anthony. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if their defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
For Indianapolis, they've been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Brown, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Seattle trails by 11. Here's Williams. They get the rebound. Here's Gobert. The layup missed. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open. And as a result, they're trying to develop a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
Seattle calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
For Indianapolis, they've gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw good from George. And George drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
The drive by Anthony. And he gets it to go. Anthony's got 6 points. From deep, George. And Seattle trails by 13. We've got Anthony. Iguodala out there with Mo Williams. Then there's West. And it's Gobert in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Shot's good.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Williams can't get it to go. It's Iguodala with the drive.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to... Cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark. 100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Now here's Williams. Inside to Hibbert. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Anthony. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And it's 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. Williams attacking. It's deflected. Taken away by Williams. Here's Anthony. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally got the run they needed to make this game close again.
And now they've got some serious momentum on their side as we head down the stretch.
Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gobert.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
It's Anthony with the drive. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Pass to LaRusso. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Leonard. The feed to Carmelo. Leonard sets a screen for Anthony. Williams with the steal. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Seattle calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
From the inbound. Wasted no time on that one. 18 points here for George.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
And once again off the mark by Seattle. Kept alive. And the pass to Hibbert. He dishes it to Williams. Feeds it to Korver. Over Iguodala. And it falls over the rim and in. And Indianapolis leads by 11.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Seattle calls timeout. They're losing by 11. 1:53 left in the fourth. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Seattle. .149 left in the game. And they get it. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that for now.
And here is Williams. Inside to Hibbert. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Williams. The shot's good on the assist by George.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Kicks it out to Leonard. Goes up again. Back to Ibaka. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And George with this stuff.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for Indianapolis.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Paul George. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range. Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
Seattle calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Seattle. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for West. Bradley comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Abdul Rauf. And a change for Indianapolis. Miles is checked in. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Seattle. From deep, Iguodala. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Bradley with the ball. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Nails it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Taken away by Anthony. To win it. Oh, he put it down.
It'll count.
What a shot.
I think that one was
and
good.
the buzzer.
Oh, I do not believe my eyes. How in the world can the game end on a shot like that?
I tell you what, nothing's going to top that. Now I've seen it all.
So a close game sees Seattle taking this one. And Clark, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.